house of Capulet, and Paris, a kinsman of the prince, as they discuss rather important matters.
Tis a miracle that an old man such as I and Montague was able to keep this peace.
Truly a pity that you are bound to such burdenous enemies. But now, my dear Lord Capulet, allow me to ask, what thou might utter if I were to suit thy elegant daughter?
Oh, I would utter such jolly words, my dear Paris. Though I may ask of you to let 2 more summer pass by, for yet my dear Juliet is a child of 14 years. Let her grow up to be a bride of a right age.
Yet, damsels younger than she often marry and become cheerful mothers.
This be true, but those who marry too young grow up too soon. Let her enjoy her youth for now. Not less, you should court her and be victorious. For my approval is not but just a piece of her judgment.
Ah, I see what you mean, and I acknowledge it clearly.
Listen, tonight be a feast that we're celebrating for the several passing of summer. All dear to me are invited, and I like you one of my guests too. In my humble abode, you can hope to see the night sky lit in glittering heavenly light. Dress in good clothes, for you may meet some beauties too, and may think that fairer than she is. But alas, I think no one can contest the beauty of my dear Juliet. It will be a great opportunity for you to meet my beloved Juliet. Peter!
Yes, my lord.
Here's the list of those who are invited to the feast tonight. We're off to elsewhere.
As the saying goes, that knights deal with swords, merchants deal with money, and the scholars deal with texts. Seems easy enough. Except I can't read. Oh dear, oh dear. I pray that the heavens may have mercy upon my illiterate soul. I may not be able to read. Nevertheless, I shall not disappoint my master. I shall find one to read this for me.
Peter, the servant, struggles with his fate. Concurrently, our Romeo and his dear cousin and thoughtful friend, Benvolio, walks by the street as they converse. Romeo still lamenting over his past love.
Get a grip of yourself, lad. You can get rid of a wilting flower planting anew. A wound makes a cut seem like nothing. If you're lost in your way, you take another course, am I right? A new war makes unforgot of the small city battles in the city. Oh come on, Romeo! Gander upon lovely lasses. Fall in love with another, and your silly heartache will be cured. Your silly herb planting leaf will do swell for that. Huh? I asked thee for what? For that wound in your shin. Ha! Cease this stupidity, Romeo! Romeo! Stop this stupidity! You're mad! Actually, cousin, I'm not mad, but locked up more than a madman would possibly be. Strained in this prison without a shimmer of light. Food to fill my empty guts, laid and thrown around like a puppet. Evening to you, sire.
A fine evening to you too, good monsieur.
Aye, just a blessing and a curse.
Perhaps you were not taught properly, but I beseech that thou can make something about this text.
I could fathom letters and language, and that be not a problem.
Ah, I see. Well then, I'm grateful for your time, fine gentleman. I must be on my way to find someone literate.
Hold on, sire, I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, Count Anselme and his virtuous sisters, the lady widow of Vertivio Signor, Placencio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother, Valentine, mine uncle Capulet and his wife and his daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, Olivia, Signor Valencio and his cousin, Tibalt, Lucio and the lively Helena,
I must inform those in the list about the feast at once.
Where? To supper?
No, to our house.
Exactly his dwelling.
My master's humble abode.
Silly me. I should have asked you before. Who this master of yours be?
I tell you now, fine gentlemen, that my master is no other than the prosperous Capulet. I am grateful for your assistance. Therefore, I invite you two for a cup of wine of two, assuming, of course, that you were not a Montague. Now, I must be on my way. Ta-ta!
Oh, what a great blessing this feast is! Romeo, this is your time to meet someone beautiful than Rosaline. A woman fairer than the one I love. Pigs must be flying.
In the end, Benvolio was able to convince Romeo to attend the feast. However, Romeo's goal was to glance at Rosalind once more. And with that being said, the two went off and prepared for the feast.